Another day, another hotel for us to explore together. Here we are flying over the mountains of Oman. We were flying from Dubai to our next destination, Malaysia. And the hotel we're at was actually in a city called Putrajaya, which ended up being more of a government city in Malaysia, just outside of the capital of Kuala Lumpur. The hotel is the Zenith Hotel. Of course, it was rated 5 stars. And here is the lobby situation. You have, of course, all the elevators and the check-in area, the official 5-star designations there. Like I mentioned, the check-in area is right here. The staff were very, very friendly. Big thumbs up to them. Walking down this side of the hallway, there was access to what I believe was a Chinese restaurant, but I did not confirm myself. I didn't have time to eat there. And a business center. This hotel had a nicer lobby than I expected. And when our driver dropped us off from the airport, I remember his reaction was so vivid. He was like, "Wow, nice hotel." And that's part of the experience of traveling around the world. You get to see what nice means in different places and what that looks like and how different people experience life in different places. So this is the other side of the lobby. There was like a piano area for live music there. This staircase I loved. I love spiral staircases, so I always take videos, although it's just empty stairs. And this dining section down here, they had pastries here, but also an a la carte menu for hot food and actual food items that you could be looking for. Again, this is all part of the lobby. So the car pull-up, the restaurants, the check-ins, all of that I've just showed you, and this were all on the same floor of the hotel. This was, a well-done area, nice calm space. One weird thing that I'd never encountered before is that you could only sit in this area if you were dining there. And why is that weird? Well, as a lawyer, I need a place to sit and work. And this looked like, a safe, clean option. And I was going to order something anyways. I mean, I always get like a fresh juice or something like that. But they were very instantly, adamant about, you have to eat here. I was like, okay. These are just scenery you can see from the hotel lobby. Now we're making our way up to the room. The room, I have to say, and I mean, you can see for yourself and you can compare for yourself to other rooms and hotels we've shown on this channel. This, I don't know that it's a 5-star room. But, and funny, I always laugh when I look over the video at the 2 pillows that had fallen down. This is how I found the hotel room, by the way. And just something about this was like super funny to me. Whoever has done this room likely has done thousands of pillows in their time as a room keeper. So I found it funny that these 2 were the ones that collapsed. But the room, you can see, I mean, it's a little outdated. If you zoom closely, I didn't want to do them dirty like that, but if you zoom closely, you'll see there's plenty of stains on the carpet. There are stains on the walls, like they're writing and stuff. I don't know if you looked at the desk. There's a giant watermark on the desk. There's scratches on the wood. It was, it's a better option than most other options we could have found in this location, but I don't know that it's a 5-star compared to other 5 stars we've seen. That being said, as somebody from literally a third world country myself, I am aware that 5-star designations can look different in different places, and that's okay. I showed you the mini fridge there. One thing I found funny, so in a lot of these places, you'll have like price lists in case somebody goes nuts and decides to steal something. The price list of this hotel included the mini fridge. And as a lawyer, I know that when you see weird rules, it's like something happened here. Who stole a mini fridge? That's what I want to know. The toiletry line, very, mysterious. So the hotel is called Zenith, and it's a Zenith toiletry line. I don't really like that. I feel like they're hiding something. If it's a brand name, the hotel, we use it as a point of advertising, right? Like when we did the Burj Al Arab that I can link above here. Look how dirty that is, by the way. Then we can link above here, and they advertised. They were so proud that they had Hermes toiletries. So the bathroom, you can see that little piece of metal at the bottom has popped out. You can see the yellowing and the staining. You saw the soap scum on the shower head. That's something that reminds me of something my dad actually used to say when we were younger, that cleanliness makes even the smallest place look nice. It makes even the smallest place look big. Cleaning something is not a budgetary issue in the sense that, I don't know, cleaning a room per day in terms of cleaning materials, the cost is cents. We're not talking about redoing the bed and the carpeting and the walls, right? So it is such a trivial cost, but it can have such big impact. Like, you could have reached your arm up and made it that much closer to a 5-star experience that somebody else's like soap scum and running water isn't all over the shower. I just showed you the gym. This is the upstairs pool floor. That pink mosque you see in the background is a famous attraction in Malaysia. It is called the Putrajaya Mosque. Here it was beautiful to see. So we're driving around town now, going from Putrajaya to Kuala Lumpur. It was so amazing to see all the greenery in Malaysia, especially keep in mind we had come from a month of living in Dubai. So a month of not seeing any trees other than the one here and there planted for, tourism purposes, I suppose. To just see trees growing just because was so mentally refreshing. You just saw photos of the Twin Towers, and here they are. I'll circle them in the background as well. Of course, that was a must-see. And this was such an interesting little day trip that we did. I believe, and I could be totally wrong, I believe this was a Hindu temple. What attracted me to it, first of all, it was, funny enough, on one of the top 10 things to do in Malaysia. And that is like the amazing part of cultural exploration that you get when you see these places firsthand. I didn't know about that whole, Hindu subsection of Malaysian culture. I didn't know about that. But this was like a top thing to see in the country, let alone just the city. And this sculpture, so it says as the foot of it, and look at all the monkeys, guys. So that's another reason this was famous. This temple was famous. But that large golden sculpture was either the biggest of its kind for that religion in the world or the biggest outside of India. This one, if you can see this little monkey, there's other arms and legs wrapped around it. That was a mom monkey with a baby. Now we're back at the hotel. So I mentioned Putrajaya was like a government center. There were so many government ministries there. And that's something that positively added to the experience, I have to say. Always feels a little safer. Security is always, the highest place it's going to be is right there with the Prime Minister's home and all the ministries. Another fun thing of cultural exploration in different places, one thing I'd love to do is go to the different grocery stores. We found so many cool things we hadn't seen before, including, most of it we brought home, including the fuzzy thing I've had before, but the snake head, the thing on the left I'd never had before. So that was, a little bit of bonus content on top of the Zenith Hotel. One thing you didn't see about the Zenith that I intentionally didn't picture was the breakfast buffet. Like, there was this dining section downstairs that could be used as a restaurant for dinner at nighttime or a buffet for breakfast in the morning. And I have to say that buffet, first of all, it had so much abundance. Okay, I have to give them props for that. But if the abundance boils down to very little value, then it's not useful. It's not sexy anymore. So the breakfast buffet at the Zenith, I think, is one of the biggest things they could improve on. That, you can go to the room and there's a few spots on the carpet, but if breakfast tomorrow, the first thing you do in the day tomorrow, sets you up for success, and you're so happy and you're so well fed and you feel, that they've paid attention to health and nutrition and all of that, it is such a game changer. I think most people, probably everyone, but I'll try to be modest, would choose just an awesome breakfast. And this was a paid for breakfast, by the way. It was not included, so that matters as well. But everyone would choose an awesome breakfast over, a room with one less carpet stain on it. So that was something that was really important. And breakfast might have had like 50 pots filled of different dishes, including traditional dishes, which was nice to see. But none of it was delicious. None of it was sexy. None of it was fun. None of it was, very little of it was healthy. It was a breakfast that was just about, fill up the pot, but with what? So if I could give one piece of feedback, it actually wouldn't be about, the stains on the walls and even the bathroom experience. It would be fix breakfast if there's one thing you can do. And that should actually not be that hard a thing to do, because I imagine they already have fairly high costs for breakfast. There were like 20 different meat dishes. Cut that down to 2 really strong meat dishes. and 2 vegetarian dishes and a few pastries and some fresh juice. Like, we don't need 50 useless things. And yeah, people were eating them, but you have to eat breakfast to get your day started. So just because they were eating them doesn't mean, or eating breakfast doesn't mean they were loving it. But anyways, I'll end the video there. Overall, it was fun to see a different chain. So I later found out that the Zenith is a chain or luxury chain all across Asia. I didn't even know the chain existed prior to going to Malaysia. So that was a nice little bit of cultural exposure as well. But would I stay at a Zenith again? Not if I could help it. That being said, the setting in which it was in, I give it a lot of bonus points for that. Very calming to walk around all that green and the river and, you know, the spaciousness around the government buildings and the safety that you felt there. I would give the setting probably 5 stars. That was a really nice bonus of the experience as well. Well, thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know what was your favorite part of the video and what else do you wish I'd showed in this video. Thanks again for watching.